So we're joined today on Highland League Weekly by Banks D co-manager and former Celtic, Ross County, Motherwell, Formartine United player Paul Lawson. He's given us his fantasy 5s. So starting off with the team of guys you played with, Paul, run us through that.
Yeah, so I've decided, obviously, we had a chat before, didn't we? And I decided to, sort of pick a Highland League one rather than a career one. It's a Highland League show, so that's what I'll go with. So, yeah, my goalkeeper, Kevin Main. I would probably, I didn't play with him a lot because I obviously signed him to Formartine, but the games, he was outstanding for us that whole time I was there. But so fortunate enough to play with him on a few occasions, and I think everyone knows Kevin's abilities over the years in the league. So yeah, that was a pretty easy one for me. So in front, so I've tried to pick a shape, boys that can keep the balls, but it's a Formartine select, obviously, as you can imagine. So I've gone with Craig McKeown, again. Top player, very good, both playing alongside him and when I became manager. So he would hold things at the back, and I think everyone knows his abilities, and he was a man. The big games he would always turn up, that's for sure, and aggressive when needed to be, but certainly a ball playing centre back, and in a five-a-side team that would be ideal. So I've gone with Stuart Anderson and Graham Rodger. Not an easy decision, but probably my first year there as a player, and second year, the three of us played in the middle of the park together, and it was very enjoyable for me. I think Stuart was a good foil for me because he was good at keeping the ball, and we worked well together. And Rodger's energy, getting into the box and scoring plenty of goals from midfield, he's still doing that now, So that was, played with some good players there, but those two certainly complemented my game, and it allowed me to play. And I think, again, as certainly the boys at Formartine will know, Ando's good in the five-a-sides. He'll keep the ball for you as well, and having him and Craiger, so we'd like to think it would be a very possession-based side. I've played with a lot of good strikers at the club, and even other boys. I probably wanted to put Aaron Norris in as well, but I didn't really play with him. Signed him for the club, but a great player, and would have liked to have played with him. Probably similar to Graham Rodger, good energy, and would complement my game. But I've gone with Cammy Keith just for pure goals. I think played with Scott Barber needs a mention for sure. Woody, good strikers that I played with, but Cammy certainly would score the goals for us. I think we all know that. So somebody that I when I joined the club, maybe didn't get the credit for the all-round game. Everyone just assumes he'll just put the ball in the net from 3 yards, but playing alongside him, certainly he offers a lot more than that. But in a five-a-sides, I'm sure he would get a barrel load.
Oh, well, that's quite the team you've picked there. And Cammy Keith, another regular when we've done this feature. And going up against your Formartine select, run us through the team of guys you've picked that you played against, Paul.
So in goals, I've got Joe Mallon. I was fortunate enough to play with Joe when we were younger at Ross County, and again, another Highland League stalwart, I would say. He's been outstanding for Brora over the years. A top keeper, and I'd imagine he's been in a few people's teams as well. Then I've gone with Grant Campbell and Dale Gillespie, two guys that coming into the league certainly gave me a tough time playing in the middle of the park for different reasons. I think Dale's very good, keep possession on the ball, he'll keep it moving, probably in a similar mold to myself, type of player, nothing flashy or silky, but no, certainly a very good player to have in your team, and keeps that team ticking. Grant Campbell was a tough opponent, I thought, and he's shown over the years how hard it he was to play against, and he's had a successful career as well. But I just think he, again, maybe didn't do the outstanding. You didn't come away from the game saying he'd beat 3 players and done something like that. But certainly very, very effective. And I'm sure certainly the Cove team he played in, and you've seen the success he had when he went to Fraserburgh as well. So I think for me that sort of players I really like in a team. Then I've gone with Andrew Gregg, a player that it was my first signing for Formartine. I knew of Chubbs before that, but certainly when I came into the league, the games that we played against Brora, he was outstanding. And when I got the job, like I say, it was the first name that I wanted to bring to Formartine. So very good, exciting player. I think he's one of the player of the year as well. He's on his day certainly one of the best wingers in the league, and striker would be Mitch Megginson. I think his goal record speaks for itself, really, and he's continued to do it, not at Highland League level, but obviously as Cove have progressed through the league, so he's shown his qualities, and certainly, latterly in my last few games at Formartine, I played in the back 4 or whatever, and he certainly gave me a tough time. So no, I would, that's probably a 5. It wasn't easy. Like we said off camera, it's not easy to pick a 5. But that's a 5 I've gone with.
I will 2 quality selections, but the key question that we'll always finish with, Paul, if you had a 5-a-side tomorrow with those 2 teams lining up, who would win?
There's probably more of the opposition still playing, so they would have a chance. But no, I think on our day I would have to pick our side. I think we've got enough there to do the business.